Hi, Steve. My name's Nick. Hope you're watching this video because I'm making it just for you. To be honest, I've been following your work on YouTube for years, and like you, I'm a digital entrepreneur, but I'm also a co-founder of a company called SquareKicker. I'm not sure if you've heard of it, but SquareKicker is a design and animation extension that we use to build for Squarespace websites. It's a software. It's not quite a website builder, but it uses Squarespace as a platform of choice, and it adds kind of custom design and animations just for Squarespace. Super easy without using any custom code. Now, I know you're really familiar with Squarespace because I've seen a lot of your videos, and I specifically like this one. This one here, you talk about how you built the same website in 20 different website builders, and I just had to watch it, and I was really inspired by the effort and the energy you went through that video and talking about the pain points and successes of each website builder. And really cool, I wasn't anticipating this, but you said Squarespace was at the top of your website platform of choice. And so I thought, man, that's so cool. I wonder if you've heard of SquareKicker before, because Squarespace is awesome. I love it personally. I've developed websites for Squarespace for years. And then one day we stumbled upon an idea that I wonder if customizing a Squarespace website, because as you know, there's limited functionality that you can do inside of Squarespace, but you have to use custom code to make it anything bigger. Otherwise, you jump into a tool like Framer or Webflow to kind of really extend its capabilities. But for a lot of people, that's quite a lot to learn on. You have to take in a whole university even to learn how to use the platform. So what if you could just design in Squarespace as easy as Squarespace is, but with way more creativity, way more flexibility, and it felt native, just like you were on Squarespace. So that's what we built. However, I just wanted to show you what it looked like because I thought you might be interested in seeing what the tool can do, seeing that you love Squarespace so much as we do. I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I just built you your website again in Squarespace, but using SquareKicker to add a little bit of extra flair, and I thought I'd show you how easy it was. And if you decide that you want this website, you're free to have it. I'm not holding on to it for any other reason apart from you. So if you want the website, it's yours. But I thought I'd just come in and show you what I did and how it works. So here's your website. It's great, by the way. It's simple, it's practical, it makes it work. You obviously are a Canadian pop band or alternative pop band, which I love, by the way. And I had to do a bit of work and digging to find your assets. But what I did is I turned them into this website. Looks similar, but slightly different. So if you come over here and check out, I've actually got a little bit of animation happening. So there is a video here behind these letters. And if you can move my mouse cursor around the screen, you can see it's kind of moving. This is a feature we call magnetic motion. And there's a little bit of extra Canadian pop in there. And if you head down here, you can see really quickly that, first of all, the background is actually fixed, which is unusual for Squarespace. But I have this cool hover effect, which shows your names, which I had a lot of fun making that, by the way. So if I scroll down some more, I have another video masking tool here. Another little pop with some sticky backgrounds here with the punch of the color and a sticky reveal footer, which was quite fun to do as well. A couple other pages I thought I would show you as well. Let's just jump in here and see what else is going on. So there's a music page with some scrolling effects. Things are scrolling and fading into place. And you know what? Let's just listen to your music straight on the website. It's pretty good. All right. Now, let's just check out what else we got going on. So let's go to the media page. And I put some of your videos from your YouTube in here, which is looking really nice, by the way. Some cool photos of you guys doing some fun, cool stuff. Some cool looking shows, by the way. Some great photography. I always love building websites when you got good photography to work with. And the shows, of course. I'm not sure you guys are playing anymore at the moment, but these are the shows that I found in your past shows. Looks like you did a little show end of last year. That might be updated now. This was taken and built at the end of 2025. So yeah, so this is looking pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with this. So why don't I just jump in and show you how SquareKicker works? Because I'm sure you're probably interested in knowing what is this tool and what does it do? All right, so let's just jump into a page I've got set up all ready to go, but it doesn't have any SquareKicker attached to it. But for starters, what is SquareKicker and what does it look like? So to install SquareKicker, you obviously set up an account and your dashboard and you connect your website to SquareKicker, and then you get a small little installation script and you put this right here in your website. When you do that, inside of the Squarespace site unloads an extension, and that extension creates custom code for you. That custom code is backed up and maintained and controlled by a UI in your website. And that UI is sitting right here, as you can see. So if I head back over to my site and I click on Edit, and then I click on my extension tool, you can see that really quickly there's a UI that opens up inside of my Squarespace website. This is really cool because I can do things to just my site. So there's global settings and global tools. There's some cool advanced settings and advanced tools. By the way, you can see the yellow dot. That shows you that I've actually actioned that on my site. So if I scroll to the bottom of the site, I can see there's a footer reveal. This is actually activating for the whole page and the whole site. But for this page, I wanted to show you how it works so I can go to my page. Now, my page also has controls so I can specifically design stuff for just this page. So head over to advanced and go to footer reveal and I enable it. Now I can enable my footer reveal just like that. It's a simple tool, add some custom code to the site, maintains it and backs it up for you so you don't have to worry about Squarespace updates breaking custom code. Just really nice and intuitive. Cool, so that's how you do that there. There's lots of cool site-wide and page-wide tools, but I wanted to bring your attention to something else really cool, which is the block and section tools. So to do that, I've actually got a text block here. If I open up the text block, I can see my SquareKicker extension icon here. When I click on that, I can see my tools open up. These are unique tools we've built just for the text block, and they work just like that. So I can open up my font, and then here I've already got some text animation and styling for my P1 tag. That's because I want to make my P1 tag just a little bit different. So we're just going to move that down to back here for that quote. And then above that, my H1, I want to do something a bit more exciting here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually animate, or rather design, just the bold text. So I'm going to select the bold. You can see how it's already highlighting there. And I'm going to choose to bring that to no color. So I'm gonna go to custom and bring that color right down. So it looks like it's invisible, but check this out. I'm gonna go to an outline color and choose an outline. And I'm gonna bump up the outline a little bit more. And now we got this fun little color pop, which is pretty cool. Now the fun part about this is if I like this and I wanna use it across my site elsewhere, I can create a preset. Now a preset allows me to actually link that preset to other parts of my site. And so if I change it elsewhere, all of my things with presets will also change. So I've already got ahead and done this. So I will remove all these styles by clicking the reset button here. And now I'm just gonna style my preset with one click. Now here's the cool part is later on down the site, you can see down here, I've got a very similar tool as well for my text block. And all I have to do now, instead of doing all those tools, is just find my unique preset. And now I have my preset ready to go. There's some other cool things I can do as well with my extension from my text block. And if I go to here and I go to sticky block, I can make this sticky to the top. And I can choose how far from the top do I want to be sticky. 50% is pretty insane. Let's just do 10% from the top. So if I come down the screen, 10% from the top of the screen, it will stay sticky until it reaches the bottom and then it'll come sticky away. So that sticky feature is pretty fun and I'm quite enjoying how that looks. Let's see, I've already got one here as well. This is the beautiful thing about this is I can just go to my preset and now I have my preset sticking here. Now, here it gets to the section tools. The section tools are quite fun. Go to my section extension here and under advanced, I have a features, a whole bunch of cool things I can do, but I'm gonna highlight the one called fixed scrolling. So fixed scrolling allows me to fix something on the page while I'm scrolling. For the moment, I'm gonna click fix background. Now my background is just gonna say fix while I scroll. So I always see the background all the time. So I'm gonna leave that on there because that looks pretty cool. Now, next I've got some cool things. So I actually wanna show off a really cool feature for like a video masking tool. So I'm gonna go find a video block and drag that onto the page. Okay, so now I have my video block up and ready to go. Now let's do some animations. So I'm gonna click on this and click on my SquareKicker tool. And the next thing I'm gonna do is head over to advanced and then down to Stencils. Stencils are a really fun tool where you can choose different shapes to mask your video, and then you can even choose a size to mask it. So that's looking pretty fun. I can even choose the position of where I want my mask to be, so that looks really cool. Now, what I did is I actually created a custom SVG, and I uploaded that to my site, and that uploads to the Squarespace files so that I can continue to use that. So I actually made an SVG of the word bamboo because I thought that'd be quite fun. Now I can make the bit bigger here. So let's expand it full width and let's just choose the position of that. I think I want to see your guys' faces in this video. Cool. So that's looking pretty fun. So now we got this great video mask of your band's title. So that's pretty neat. Now, the next thing I want to do is add another feature to that called magnetic motion. So when I enable magnetic motion, it allows me to kind of move the element across the screen, and I want to choose follow. That means no matter where my mouse is on the screen, that's going to move around. There's a whole bunch of cool new tools I can do to elaborate more, but I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to leave that as it is. Now, if I walk down the screen, I'm going to show you one last thing before I move on to this video, and that's how you use hover animations to do whatever you want. So pretty fun. I've gone through and created these 4 different images inside this Canva, and I dropped them in there as assets. So you can kind of see here that I've got an image with the title, and they're all the same ratio. Now, here's what I want to do. All I want to do is go to SquareKicker, go to Effects, and I'm going to hit Opacity 0. See that? Piece of cake, no worries at all. But then this lightning bolt here is hover mode. So now I can style what this block looks like when I'm hovering on it. And in here, I'm just gonna make it fully visible. And let's just slow this transition down just a little bit there. So now it's just this nice hover effect happening here. Cool, I'm quite enjoying that. So hit apply. And now when I hover on it, that's showing up just like that. And now, just like before, let's make a preset. Let's create it. Looks like I already have a hover reveal set up ready to go. So I'm gonna open up the rest of them, and now hover reveal, and the next one, hover reveal, and the last one, hover reveal. So now when I hover on these people, I just show your titles and your names sitting right on the title. So that's pretty fun and cool. And lastly, I'll just do one more of these cool things here with my video masking tools. Let's go to Stencils and pick something like this blur. Where's this one? It has like a blur opaque transition. Cool, that's looking pretty nice. And apply that. And lastly, let's just do a couple more different fun things with the background. And actually, we're going to go to media, not the background section. So a gradient on the overlay. There we go. Now I have a bit of a gradient overlay on the top color. And let's do a top color and bottom color. Let's choose a bit more of a darker color there. Great. That's looking nice there. So I'm quite enjoying how that's looking. So that's page 1 done. So anyways, that's pretty much how SquareKicker works. There's some cool stuff if you can dive in. There's over 100 unique tools. You can even optimize how that looks exactly on a desktop, laptop, tablet, or mobile. And every single thing you do here can be customized and optimized for each screen, leaving it nice and mobile responsive. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video and what I can show you now what SquareKicker can do. We're always building new tools. We're always building new features. But one of the things I wanted to show you is that we've actually unleashed this so creators can build templates. Not the boring Squarespace templates, but really powerful custom templates. Some things that I think your audience actually might really like. And so if you want to see more about what that is, you can head over to store.squarekicker.com and you can see a whole list of really exciting, powerful designer-made templates using SquareKicker. And the cool thing about these templates is not only are they not boring, but they're fully loaded with SquareKicker, but also the stage of selling templates on Squarespace is quite painful. You gotta give someone cash, they gotta check their inventory, they have to duplicate the website, they have to email it to the other person, they have to accept it, and they have to transfer ownership. A lot of admin, very confusing, kind of like you're doing this back alley weird deal on the side, but we've made it really simple and easy. So first of a kind template engine allows a person to purchase a template. When they purchase it, they literally just add that same installation code as you saw earlier to their website and then download their entire template. Yes, download. They can update their site styles, they can update their color palette, their fonts, add sections and pages ready to build their own custom website using this template. And the really fun thing is they don't have to worry about starting all over again. They can install a template on an existing live website, build their website in the background with the new pages and sections, and when they're ready to go, they can hit publish. They don't lose their SEO. They don't lose all their extra fonts, so their color brands they already have set up, or their big blog, or even their store. All they're doing is updating their existing website from a built template from a designer of their choice. So if you're interested in that, please check that out. It's very, very cool. If you would like to use SquareKicker, I would love to offer it to use for free on your projects. Or if you want to build any content around it, we would love that, of course. And to be honest, I would just love to meet you because it sounds like a really cool guy. And I love that you've had a little bit of dabbling in the past building website builders. So I'm sure you have years of experience playing with website builders. If you'd like to connect, I would love to do that. So if not, feel free to have this website and free of yours, and hope you're doing well. Keep up the great work. I love your content. We'll see you later.